27th. Rule number 1. Never think it is a silly doubt. Ask. Do not hesitate. Okay. Respond. This is the critical piece in every company. Okay. Now, today we are going to see, we are on 5th week, week 5. So far we have seen asking questions, but nobody asked questions, but we have just taught that how to do that. You will learn test case documentation we went through. Today, in this week, we are going to see something called workflow scenarios. And last week also I have shown you test data preparation, Jira and Bugzilla, right? So all these things I have given an introduction. Test case writing you have seen. Now test execution also I shown what is a bug. Before that, workflow scenarios or test cases. Let us take test case itself because that will be easy for you to do workflow. What is workflow? What is a workflow? I have already described this during our lookup master transaction. In that session, I have talked about workflow. What is workflow? Anybody? Anyone wants to answer? Attempt. What is a workflow? Data moves from page to page, moves from user to user. So this is called steps. Steps are involved to complete a transaction. Now let us take your college application portal. Okay, college application portal. In this portal, my aim is, okay, test case description. Okay, let me use an Excel sheet. Now I'm using an Excel sheet. Now test case ID I'm not writing here. Only a few steps. Okay. Description, preconditions or prerequisites, steps, expected results. Okay. Now filing an application to create a fresh application. This is my precondition. User must be logged in. Okay. So assume that user has logged in. You have to file a new application. So what is the steps in your application filling? There are multiple tabs. Fill personal profile data. Save personal profile data. Because filling an application itself is not just one task. It has got multiple tabs. Typically in every university application, you will have multiple tabs. Fill qualification data. Save qualification data, because every tab you move, you have to save it, right? Then fill course to which you want to apply. Save. Then upload SSLC certificate. Upload HSC certificate, upload community certificate if required, right? Same way, multiple application upload, then do a full preview, do a full preview of the application, submit the application. At this point of time, what is the expected result? A unique application ID is generated. Email is received to the applicant ID, right? This whole stuff, when you do the full preview of the application, all data must appear in same page. This is what you will do. If you see here, morning I can fill the personal data, I can log off and then come out. Then I can fill the qualification and then come. So every time I'd say, because in one shot, we are not expecting people to fill the entire application. Correct? Then how does it, the data, how is it fed to the system? In fragments. Morning one set of data, afternoon one set of data, evening one set of data, and then I have to upload the certificates. Then finally, I may take even 2 days to fill the application. But filling an application itself is multiple steps. Individually, for personal profile data submission, you would have written test cases separately. Name must not be blank, address must not be blank, phone number must not be blank, blood group must be chosen. All those things you would have already written. So fill personal profile data. For that itself, there may be positive test cases and negative test cases you would have written. But to do one application, I need to fill so much of data. Then only the application is created. Let me give you one more example. Okay. Now the second example I want to give is description. Choose college preference. Precondition, user must be logged in. In the steps, what I can do is fill a fresh application. Okay. The whole fill fresh application, what you have written, all these steps must be followed. Then expected result is unique application ID is generated. As the moment you submit the application, that process is over. Then go to choose college tab. Select option 1. Select option 2. Whatever option say, right? Do a review. Submit preference. Again, there will be some expected result, right? College preference is saved in the same order that user gave, because it should not become a different one. Suppose I choose college 1, college 3, college 5, then that should be the same order. So workflow test case means you are not giving field level details, but you are giving page level details, because you are moving from page 1 to page 1 to page 2 to page 3 to page 4. You are just giving that instruction. Fill this page. What values to fill? Some other test case you would have written. Whenever you do the workflow, typically we will try to give positive or valid values, because you are ensuring that you are moving from one page to the another page. This is, I will give you one more example. Okay. reply to a mail with attachment. Okay, in email system, suppose saying something like that, user must be logged in, email IDs M1, M2 must exist. Okay, steps, send a message. Let me say, compose a message. Let us do this way. Login as M1. Okay, compose a message to M2, mail ID 2. Send message. Login as M2. View message in inbox. Reply to that or open that message. Reply to that message with PDF attachment. Send. Now M1 must receive that must be with PDF. The reply must be in the sent items of M2. In this, if it is a typical test case, compose a message. If it is a typical test case, then I would have written enter something in the click on compose button, enter something on the subject, enter something on the ID, enter something on the body, click send. I will write all those steps at a field level within a screen. I will write. When I write workflow level test cases, typically I will give only high level instructions. Okay, let me note it down here. Or workflow test cases give high level instructions. Typically field data will not be given. Page level, you will say do this action, do this action, do this action. I have given 3 examples. Okay, 3 examples. One in how to fill the college application, then choosing the college preference, then how to do a reply with an attachment. But it involves user 1, then user 2. And again, one more step I will say. What is the other thing? Login as M1, check view inbox, locate the response from M2. Because M1 sends to M2, M2 is sending a reply. That reply must reach M1 inbox. Only then the test is completed. So there are multiple. You are logging as M1, then you are going to as M2, then you are coming back as M1. You may have it on multiple tabs on the same window. Typically in Gmail, we have got multiple tabs on the same window. Correct? Here, I simply said view inbox. I didn't say click on inbox. That I didn't say, right? Locate the response from M2. Then how will I know if I have given the subject as XYZ? Then I will search for the subject XYZ or look at the topmost message, something like that. Whereas in workflow test cases, we write only high level instructions. If a guy who is familiar with the system, that guy can do. This cannot be done by a person who does not know the system. That person should know the system. When I say login as M2 view message in inbox, where should I go? Soon after login, where should I go? That information, the tester must have the knowledge of that particular application or system. Is this clear? Is this workflow test case having high level instructions of moving from page to page, from user to user? Is this clear? If so, please give your reaction or raise your hands. Okay. Any reactions? Only 1% center reaction. What about the others? 3 hands raised. And what about the others? If it is clear, if the workflow test case is clear, can you raise the hands? Good. At least another set of hands raised. Good. Very good. Now, this is what I want. So we need to see more responses coming fast. This is good. I like this. This is the same spirit you need to have. Okay. Participate. Be part of it. Okay. When some question is asked, react. Again, I repeat. For those people who have not joined this session, I just show you in our company, it's a whole lot of information that we will put on the Skype. People will just respond on the Skype. Okay. Information will go. This is how we chat. Okay. Everything will be there only on this chat because people are working from different locations. When we can type chats in Facebook, comment in Facebook, like in Facebook, comment in WhatsApp and say respond in WhatsApp, send a group message in WhatsApp, broadcast in WhatsApp. You respond to your friends for anything. At work, there will be multiple groups in Skype or WhatsApp depending upon, or Microsoft Teams, depending upon what software your company is using. Questions will be posted there, answers will be posted there. So you must respond. That's a fundamental business discipline and the fundamental working culture of every company. Even if you see in our office, many people are still working from home, different locations, different client places. Within the same client, multiple office locations. But what unites? Just one Skype. There's a chat going on. So response by writing is equally important. On Saturday, there was a 1 second. On Saturday, there was a webinar, national skill webinar. Okay, in which lot of academicians, industry, government people, it is part of Skill India. One of the biggest thing is increased focus on language skills and soft skills. Okay. This is extremely important. Language skills and soft skills. Yesterday, there was a disturbing news that came on the language skills. They compared different states. Which state is having a poor response, something like that. Whether it is a right survey or not, but this gives a damage on the people, right? So increased focus on language skills and soft skills. This is one of the important in one session. This is the conclusion. So this is of high national interest for everyone. Only when you have soft skills and the language skills, you will be able to participate in any group meetings. In any meeting, you will be able to participate. Is that clear? Is the message clear? If so, please give a reaction. Let us see the response now. Is the message clear? This is one of the concluding points in the national skill webinar. More than so many thousands of people attended across India, from academia, from industry, from government. It's a big initiative. Good. Now, the next topic that I would like to show is, before that, I want to give an exercise. Okay. Before that, let us do an exercise. Let us pick one, and one important thing. Okay. When it comes to workflow test cases, ensure data is submitted in are on one page viewed on another page by same user as well as different user. This is one of the very important criteria for workflow test cases. Some companies call it as, this is also known as end-to-end test cases. Some companies call like this. Some companies call this as string test cases. String is nothing but a malai, mani malai, string of beads. A string. Okay. Mala kothu வைக்கிறது. So, but essentially workflow test case or end-to-end test case or string test case, it's all one and the same. One is I go to one screen, put the data, I'm able to view in another screen. For example, in personal profile data tab, you would have entered. In the final preview screen, everything will be shown. Correct? And one user might have entered, it will be visible to another user. That means data is entered on one screen by user one, that is saved in the database. Another user goes to another screen, pulls that information, it is seen. That means data is intact. All said and done, the whole programming works only to preserve data. Data can be anything, it can be junk, then nobody cares. Data has to be perfect. So to protect the data, to preserve the data only, we are writing all the programs with a lot of if then else conditions. Now there is one exercise, let us do. Exercise for the day. Which application I can take? Anything on the web. Okay, let us do one thing. What I'm going to do is, there is a odoo.com. Have you seen odoo.com? This is the site odoo.com. You can start free. Okay. One application is completely free. What I want you to do is, you can sign up for this and then choose CRM. Okay. Sign up odoo.com. Let me also send it in the chat. Sign up to odoo.com. Choose CRM. Okay. Explore the application. Okay. I am not giving any instructions to you. Explore the application. You go around. This is one another thing that companies expect. I have given you, it is a free sign up. You can go and then sign up. There is no download needed. There is no installation required. Just get in, navigate through, try to add something, see what happens. Explore the application, understand the application by yourself. Self-study. Okay. odoo.com. Understand, sign up for CRM. Let us do this. Now it is 11:33, 11:35. Okay, 11:35 to 11:55, 20 minutes. Okay, 11:35 to 11:55 a.m. Explore. It's a free application. Explore. Note the points, note the features, what it does. Once you get in, it actually going to instruct you, do this, something like that. Note the features. Tell me at least 5 to 6 features it has. If possible, in the 20 minutes, you would have explored something. You may have entered something in that. You can also tell me whether it works or not. Okay. Is the problem clear? I'll copy paste here. So from 11:35 to 11:55, explore. This is your exploration. You are learning by actually experimenting. Note down what it does. Then after 20 minutes, you tell me what it does. Unless you do it, because I have not shown you the screens, unless you go and then try it out, you will not be able to get what it does. So it is by do it and learn it. Rather than learning and doing it, now do it and learn it. Are you ready for the challenge? Do it and learn it. Your time starts now. I'll stop the recording here. Okay.